Welcome to Games World. Tonight is cheat night, so please enter the Peep Parlour.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to my wonderful world of cheats, tips, and ever so hot video game action. You are now in the Peep Parlour, and during your stay, we'll treat you like royalty. Let's start with some questions from my game gurus. So step right up with your problems, you lucky people.
I always end up a dead mammal and neck of a dolphin. Is there anything you can do?
Hold your horses, mate. I'll have to ask my pet pussy, Spike. Look at him in that cap. Barking mad, those two. All right. Spike reckons go to the password screen and enter the level code you want. When you finish this, press A and start simultaneously. Keep them held down until the game begins. It should be paused. Now, release everything and press start again to unpause the game, and you should have infinite energy. Leave it! All right. Now, for my own experiment, put on your 3D glasses now.
Thanks so much.
Is there a cheap Sonic Blast Man on SNES?
I thought you would have learnt your lesson when you got sent down for a fire stretch with Fat Freddy the Butcher McVie and Greg, no nickname, Mitchell. But just for you, here's a quick backhand from my snout. He reckons on the option screen, move to the music option. Now, move the music number to the starting level you want, plus 1. That's tunes 2 to 7 for levels 1 to 6. Now, answer. Keep select held down and press L, R, R, L, then start to begin on that level. Have I finally arrived in Torrington? Now clear off before I get the flying squad down here.
Thank you. Can you help me get further on Tiny Tubes in this nest, please?
It's me, Duncan. I really am bonkers, aren't I? Now, Tiny Toons. Enter as a password Elmira, Shirley the Loon, and Calamity Coyote for a menu. Crazy, huh? This allows you to select whichever sub-game you want to play, instead of using that annoying roulette wheel. Also, Montana Max, Babs Bunny, and Sweetie as a password will take you to the final space level. That's all, folks. They don't call me Duncan of Rooty Hatchback Duncan for nothing.
Thanks.
Oh, my game gurus are so eager to please, and they're so polite. Well, sometimes. Right, now it's time for the Peep Parlour's very own big boy Barry to sleepwalk you through that brat Bart Simpson's nightmare. Oh, and Barry, eat my shorts.
Yeah, Mum. No, look, I'm going... Hi, folks. Girlfriend on the phone. I'm back. Tonight we're going to go through Bart's Nightmare. So without further ado, here we go. Bart's Nightmare is packed with wildly different subgames. Each part of Bart's weird imagination. In the Bart Center stage, you quickly need to suss out the control. The best method is to use the straight laser against the jets and diagonal laser against the tails. Kick down the buildings and breathe flame on oncoming helicopters until you get to the tower and you can finally electrocute Big Boy Homer. Don't! Entering the bloodstream is full of dramatic-looking germs, which all have a various effect. Simply avoid the spiky ones and always blow up the red ones, as they act like smart bombs. When smiling Joel Fisher appears with a loud howl there, always try to touch it till it's through this most easiest of levels. The longest and relatively easy level takes Sparta up and away as Batman, the superhero. Basic tips involve shooting all of the crusty balloons for extra lives and collecting the bottles from the shopkeeper on a flying carpet for energy, and avoiding the toxic clouds by careful flying and keeping low to the screen as far as possible. There are numerous guardians who are easy to defeat. Simply move away from their attack and take pot shots at every opportunity. Later on, you'll get to face Smithers and the Zeppelin twice. Simply ignore the balloon and wait for a dart to wobble. Line yourself up to be attacked by it, then dive downwards. Burns in the plane is pretty tough. The best tip here is to keep out of the way by rapidly dashing up and down, whilst firing and hoping he doesn't get too close. Survive this onslaught without any damage and you'll deserve a good slap on the back. Anyway, that's my masterclass for Bart's Nightmare on the Super Nintendo. Oh, and Madam Pixel, calm yourself down a little. As Bartman would say, don't have a cow, man.
Thank you, Ducky. Next is me favourite bit, our Hall of Fame, where we tip our hats to your outstanding moments of video game ecstasy. Get a load of this, lovies.
Hi, my name is Ravi Chopra. I'm a playtester for US Gold. I'm laying down a challenge for the Hall of Fame. The game is F-Zero for the Super Nintendo. My best time is 2:48.82. The car chosen is Fire Stingray, and this is how it was done. Mute City 1 is the first track on F-Zero. It's quite an easy track, but what you got to realise is all the different cars that you can use. I use the Fire Stingray, that's the pink car. This car has the best speed, it can turn corners quite easily compared to the rest, and you don't have to use your brake too much either. The best thing to do when approaching sharp corners, it's best to press your brake first and then quickly press one of your L and R buttons while simultaneously pressing left or right. It's best to use the nitros on the straight parts of the course. Don't waste them on the corners. On Mute City there is a ramp. When you are going on this ramp, it is best to press down in mid-air, because this then concludes to a better landing. So there's the challenge. Let's see if you can beat it.
Not bad, eh? Now, if you can do better or have an unbeatable record, let me know at this address, and we'll show you off to the nation. We've just got time to slip in a quick one-to-one session with the games mistress. Will the next tender adolescent step forward, please?
I'm stuck on the first level on the trees on Roll to the rescue. Can you help me, please, games mistress? I think you must be past help if you're stuck on the first level of Rolo to the rescue. But I'll give you a hand anyway. From the start, go up into the first ledge on the right into the secret room. The level key is in here, yes. Collect that and go to the left to release the squirrel. Climb as high as you can and change into the squirrel. Okay. Use him to begin climbing up the wall. Jump into the small platform there, and it'll begin to go down. Then you get to Rolo. Change back into him and jump onto the moving platform and wait until he gets to the top. At the top, you'll find 2 blue bunnies to rescue. Now, collect a jigsaw piece and you can finish the level. Now, I hope that helps you. Sad little case. Thank you.
What a tough taskmaster that games mistress is. Time for a break. Welcome back. I knew you couldn't resist returning for a second helping. My game gurus are growing restless. So I hope you've got some more questions for them. Step forward and let it all hang out.
Can you help me beat my friends on Chocolate Island 2 on Super Mario Kart?
Who do you think you are, Sonny? Nigel Mansell? Don't make me laugh. Right. First, you'll need to get a feather. Hold on to it until the last lap. Now, straight after the finish line, take a sharp right, leaping over the barrier using the feather, finding yourself near the end again. Hopefully, a full lap ahead of the nearest competition. That should sort your friends out right and proper. This is DCI Mike Atta saying, get off my manor!
Thank you.
Can you help me get some extra energy on the light world of Zelda 3?
Wow! Don't ask me, man. I just had this terrible premonition that I was a particularly gooey Rice Krispie cake stuck to its doily. Nightmare. Anyway, Zelda 3. Now, return the blacksmith partner to the shop, and they will make you a sword. Now, while they are doing this, go and knock all the pegs into the ground outside the shop for an extra piece of hearth. Live long and prosper. Is this the right room for the setting your trousers on fire competition?
Thanks.
Can I get some extra lives on Tiny Toons on the Game Boy?
Hang on a sec. I'm in the middle of a very delicate scientific experiment. Okay, here we go. The law of gravity. Spike? Spike? Spike, you all right, mate? Oh dear. Tiny Toons. Right. On the second section of the first level, there's a bonus room in the first inverted tree stump. Play the race game and choose Sweetie Bird as your opponent. Spike? Spike, wake up, mate. Anyway, beat her and get an extra life. Keep racing for lots of extra lives. If you run out of cash, kill your character and start the level again to collect your more money. All right? Someone call a vet. Don't worry, cat lovers. Spike is fine. Look. Look at him, mate. His little face is lit up. Was it? See? He's fine.
Thank you very much.
Is there a cheat for Starwing on the Super Nintendo?
No, there isn't, you great cheesy poo-poo. But there is a handy hint. If you fly underneath all the arches on the first level, you'll get double firepower, which makes this rather difficult game a little bit easier, which is completely fan-dabby-dozy for a complete idiot like me.
Thank you. I need some extra lives on Super Star Wars on the SNES. Can you help me?
Yes, I can. Get to the sand people on level 5. Now keep going until you reach the second section of platforms. Continue until you find a gap which you normally jump over. Drop down the cliff to a ledge and you'll find a cave with loads of lives in it. I'm off now. The stunt world beckons. I've got to go and put my bum in a microwave oven for the new Nescafe Gold Blend commercial. Get off my manor!
Thank you.
Well, I hope they were some help. Next up, that wayward young man, Radian Automatic, will impart some of his vast knowledge in the second part of his masterclass on that popular role-playing game, Zelda 3. I know he's a genius, but I do wish he'd have a bath.
Despite the fact I've already done one Zelda masterclass, a lot of people still seem to be having trouble with it. So here, for particularly clueless individuals, is the second part of the Zelda masterclass. Magic bottles are vitally important to any player in Zelda 3, and you'll need to get as many as you can. You can get one by collecting the chest, going to Light World and taking it to the middle-aged man. If you go to the bridge in Light World, you'll find another sneakily hidden magic bottle. Pull on the old trunks and swim underneath the bridge to find it. Palaces 5 and 6 always cause problems to prospective Zelda 3 experts. Palace 5 is hidden in the Dark World. Go to the position in the map shown on screen now. Look for the hidden warp tile, use it, and you'll find yourself there. Palace 6 is a little more complex to enter. Call the bird with the flute and go to the number 6 on the map. There's a warp tile hidden there too. Use that and you'll be in the swamp. Go to the symbol on the ground and use the ether medallion to get into that elusive 6th palace. Many people often ask how to get to the Dark Palace. You'll need to go to the position shown on the map and go underneath the trees. Look for the brown dots on the hedges that indicate you can go under them. Enter at the top and go down, left, down again, right, up, and finally right to get through and into the palace. People often ask what the most useful weapon in Zelda 3 is. The Bomb Boss medallion is probably the best one to have, and you won't get very far in the game without it. Go up here on the map and stand between the purple pegs. Now use the mirror to go to Light World. You should then find the Bomb Boss medallion nearby. That's really at this time. There won't be a third part to the masterclass, because even Mr. Hoofpans should be able to get through to the evil wizard Ganon at the end now.
Right. It's about this time every week that I like to field some of your questions myself, particularly anything about the latest video game news, because I do like to keep you up to date. So please, come clean with your queries.
Madame Pixel, is there going to be a Nintendo equivalent to the Sega chair?
If you had ever sat in the Sega chair, you wouldn't be asking me. My poor derriere is still recovering. All I can say is, I hope not.
Madam Pixel, what is the best ever game?
Well, how long is a piece of string? It's all down to personal choice. But I am partial to a nice game of bridge, and with a consenting adult, of course.
Madam Pixel, I really like the John Madden football games. Will there be any more in the future?
Well, after the release of John Madden 93, I very much doubt it. Why don't you buy yourself a good book and feed your brain instead? Right, that's enough wisdom from me. But before we go, the game's mistress is ready for another session. So who's the next plucky young thing with a problem?
Games Mistress, can you please show me how to kill Robotnik on Sonic 2?
You're certainly not backward in coming forward, are you? But for your information, he's actually called Giant Robotnik. Anyway, when he fires into the air, go as far as you can to the left. Then wait until he locks onto you. That's when the red circle appears and the yellow target. Now, move out of the way. When Robotnik lands and bends his knees, jump up and hit him in the nose. Then quickly run to the right before he fires his arms at you, and repeat this process until he's history. Simple when you know how.
Ow! Games Mistress just hit me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Games Mistress. Now, we'll get an update on our Halls of Fame. So, who's the next young genius?
Hi, my name is Robert Nathan, and I can complete Super Mario Circuit 1 with an unbeatable time of 1 minute and 4 seconds. The best way to get a zoom start is to wait for the first beep signal to appear. After this has happened, press the accelerator button. Now, when all the 3 lights have come on, you should now zoom away into existence. Wait until you approach a corner. After this, take your finger off the accelerator button for about half a second. Then put it back on again. Not only will this give you more control around the corner, it will also help to shave valuable seconds off your time in the end. The trick in Mario Kart is not to take the corners on the outside, but to actually go into the corners, gliding around them. This way it will help your time very much. There we have it, a time of 1 minute and 4 seconds from Super Mario Circuit 1, surely unbeatable.
Hall of Fame update. I'd just like you to know that Richie Ackers has completed the first level of Sonic 2 in 20 seconds, and he wins a place on the Sonic 2 leaderboard.
Oh, brilliant. Now remember, if you're better than that, let me know at this address and we'll send round a limo to whisk you down to the Peep Parlour and show you off to your adoring public. Well,
as many points as you can, avoiding the robots along the way. They're